Hey guys, so I am very excited about this video today. I never thought that I would be filming it. I never thought that my skin would be clear because I just have had such horrible, I've just had such a horrible experience with my skin. But I am here today to tell you guys how my skin cleared in 3 months, and I just want to say that I know my skin wasn't awful before, but throughout the whole time that I've been on YouTube, and then I believe 2 years before that, I had struggled with really bad, what was for me really bad acne, and I couldn't find like a cure for it or anything like that. But I think I found what works for me. I think I found the answer for me. And I also just want to say that I know everyone has different skin types, and everyone's body and their rhythm and whatever influences their skin. So of course, what works for me may not work for you, but I'm hoping that with this video I might be able to give you some advice that may help your skin a little bit more. So first, I'm going to tell you guys the products that I use. I use 2 things on my skin and 2 things only. So I use this Clean and Clear Morning Burst facial cleanser, and I just put it in here just because it helps me to use less of it, because if it's in here, my brain tricks me into thinking that I don't have a lot, so I don't use as much. But yeah, I use the Clean and Clear Morning Burst, and then I also use the Olay Moisturizing SPF face lotion, which I'm using to hold up my phone to film this. Yeah, so I also use that. Previously, I had used benzoyl peroxide every single time I wash my face. Now what that does is it dries out your pimples and stuff, so it makes them go away, but I don't know if that was working for me. I think it was drying out my skin, and I think that that was causing more acne. So I completely stopped using that. I don't use that anymore. When I get a pimple, I don't put anything on it. So with this one that I have right here, which is like rare, I did not put anything on that. I just let it go away by itself. And now I don't have patches of dry skin on my face anymore. I don't have patches of bumps on my skin. I don't have small pimples, so I completely stopped using that. I also don't use face masks anymore. I used to use the Aztec clay mask like every once in a while, maybe like once a week. I don't use that anymore. I'm not saying that caused my acne, but I just stopped using it. I'm thinking that maybe putting a lot of products on my skin was causing me to break out. Maybe, I don't know, but I stopped using them because it was irritating my skin, and now I have clear skin. So there's that. So another thing that I do / changed or whatever is that I only wear foundation on the weekends now. I used to wear foundation probably like 3 or 4 times a week, but now I wear BB cream Monday through Friday, and then Saturday I will wear foundation if I'm going out or something, and Sunday I usually won't wear foundation. It just so happens that I stopped wearing foundation all the time around the same time that I stopped getting acne. So people say that foundation, you know, the old foundation back in the day used to like be bad for your skin, but now it might be good for your skin. So I'm not saying that that caused my breakouts to stop, but correlation, causation, I don't know. When I put BB cream on my skin, I use my fingers, I don't use my brush, so that might have something to do with it. I don't know. I wash my brushes once a week, even though I only use the foundation brush once a week. So I think it's all about cleanliness and stuff like that. So I also think that that has helped. So there are 2 things that I think have really made a difference with my skin. I think that there were 3 things that caused me to stop breaking out: reducing the amount of products that I use, and then these 2 other things. So another thing that I do is that, or I don't do, is that I don't ever touch my face. Like, I know I've been touching my face like this, whatever, but before I would pick at my skin all the time when I had breakouts. It wasn't like I had that disorder where people pick at their skin and then it like peels and stuff. It was just that when I have a pimple on my face, or when I had a pimple on my face, I just had an urge to just like pop it. But you guys know, if you have pimples, sometimes it's hard not to touch them. So I used to do that a lot. Looking back on it, I'd always tell myself like, do not touch your skin, do not touch your pimples. But it was really hard because when you're breaking out, you just don't want them to be there, so it's just a habit. Now that I am like really busy throughout the day, I don't have time to sit and just like dwell on my acne and pick at my pimples. So I literally never touch my face. I go the entire day without touching my face. I mean, of course, if I have an itchy nose or if I have an itchy part of my face, I'll itch it, but I do not touch my face ever during the day. Even if I have a pimple, I will not touch it. Sometimes I'll like go like this or like itch my eyebrow because I do have a little bit of eczema there, but other than that, I do not touch my face, and I think that that has really helped. These are all things that I think have caused me to not have acne anymore, but I think that might be one of the main things because I used to get pimples, and I don't think me touching my face causes these random pimples, I think me touching my face and picking the pimple and then picking another pimple caused germs to spread, and then my pores would get clogged and then I would get pimples. So I do not touch my face. And then finally, the very last thing that I think has really stopped my acne is that I don't stress out as much anymore, and I'm not as anxious anymore. I found that when I would go through like periods in my life that were extremely stressful, I would get acne, and I never put two and two together, because I'm just like, well, no, it has something to do with my diet, it has something to do with I'm not drinking enough water. But when I graduated college, I was at peak stress level in my life. I don't think I've ever been that stressed ever, and I was breaking out all right here and I was breaking out here, and it showed in my videos and everything. It was awful. And then same with my sophomore year of college, I was really stressed out then too, and I had such horrible acne. I didn't have a YouTube channel in my sophomore year of college, but I had awful acne. And then I look back at the periods where I wasn't stressed and I didn't really have that bad acne. And now I am not stressed. I mean, of course I get stressed like, oh, here and there, but barely. My skin is not breaking out anymore. And they always say that your stress levels, they're related to your hormones and your skin and everything. I don't know how that works, whatever. But yeah, I don't stress out anymore, and now my skin is like clearer than it has been since I was in like middle school, I think. Like, I'm pretty sure I had more pimples in high school than I do right now. Big emphasis on the not being stressed. Big emphasis on the not touching my face anymore, and big emphasis on reducing the amount of products that I use on my face by like a billion. Like, I do not use products on my face that much anymore at all. But in terms of diet, I don't know if any of you guys are going to be wondering about diet. I don't think my skin has anything to do with my diet, because TBH, I haven't been that healthy lately, and sadly I've gained like 10 pounds within the last 3 or 4 months. I don't even know. Sometimes I don't feel like I drink enough water, but clearly my skin is very clear, so I don't think that my diet has anything to do with my acne. You can see a lot of vegans online and stuff, and they have a shit ton of pimples. You can't say that it's a diet 100% of the time, because it's just, there are other factors that play into it. I really hope that this will help you if you are struggling with acne, because it's something that kills your self-esteem. It makes you feel horrible about yourself, everything. So I hope that I was able to help you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Tell me what would you like me to do?